Hello and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd and you were watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. Today's date is March 17th, 2024, and I've got some breaking news coming out here for you. So, just last night, another massive wave of drone attacks inside of Russia launched from Ukraine. We've got at least 35 drones that were targeting several Russian cities just last night, and also this Slavyansk Refinery near Krasnodar in Russia caught on fire when a drone that was targeting it was shot down and it landed inside the facility and caught fire. So this looks like a massive fire here. As far as we know, this fire is out as of now. But once again, another refinery that has been hit. And as far as I know, there's been about 12 refineries that have been struck inside of Russia in the last week. Okay, so lots of damage here being done to the critical infrastructure of Russia. So Ukraine has been very successful at launching these attacks here. Okay, we even had Moscow coming under attack last night by drones, and many of these border regions were even hit by missiles. We had like 12 rockets that were fired into like Belgorod. We have like electricity supplies that were disrupted in many of the border towns. Okay, so I think this was one last hoorah kind of message to Vladimir Putin in Russia to once again kind of disrupt the elections going on over here and just cause mass chaos and terror while these elections are taking place. So I've got an article here to go into to give you some more information. This is off of Reuters. Ukrainian drones attack refinery. Target Moscow, disrupt power, Russia says. So Ukraine launched 35 drones at targets across Russia that sparked a brief fire at an oil refinery, took aim at Moscow, and disrupted electricity supplies in border areas, Russia said on Sunday, the last day of its presidential election. So Moscow has accused Kyiv of election sabotage with days of strikes on Russian infrastructure, one of the most sweeping air operations on Russian territory since President Vladimir Putin ordered the invasion of neighboring Ukraine 2 years ago. Putin, all but certain to win re-election, has vowed to punish Ukraine for the attacks. So yeah, as far as I know, Putin expects him, once he gets back into office here in the next day or so, probably within the week after that, expect massive attacks inside of Ukraine. I'm sure they're going to be launching lots of missile strikes on Ukraine and getting back at them for these attacks that have been happening, because I'm actually very surprised the amount of attacks we've been seeing, these border incursions with these Russian rebel groups. I'm surprised we've been seeing what we've been seeing here. You would expect the Russians to have things kind of under control a lot more than what we're seeing, but apparently they don't have things under control as much as we think they do. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky, excuse me, thanked his military forces and intelligence for new long-range capabilities in his nightly video address on Saturday, without mentioning the reported intensified attacks by his nation's forces. The Russian Defense Ministry wrote on Telegram messaging app on Sunday that 17 drones were destroyed over the southern Russian region of Krasnodar, 4 over the Moscow region, and the rest over 6 other regions. So just 17 alone were targeting Krasnodar, which I believe many of them were probably targeting this facility that I showed you here on the video, okay, this oil facility that caught on fire. This was probably one of the main targets, if not, there was probably multiple targets in that region, but this oil facility definitely caught on fire by at least one drone that struck it. The drones were neutralized, but a fire broke out as a result of the fall of one of the devices, so apparently it fell down. Like I said, it was not necessarily struck, according to this report here. So the operational headquarters of the Krasnodar region in southern Russia said on Telegram. The fire at the Slavyansk refinery in Krasnodar was extinguished and there were no casualties as a result of the fire, although preliminary information indicated one person had died of a heart attack. So I did see this. One person had a heart attack apparently at the plant. I don't know if maybe they got blown back by the explosion and then maybe it caused a heart attack. I don't know exactly what happened here, but we do have a report of one person that has died that was potentially working here at this facility when it caught on fire. Roman Siniagovsky, head of the Slavyansk Administrative District, said on Telegram refinery workers had been evacuated and there was no threat to nearby populated areas from the incident. Reuters could not independently verify the reports. Ukraine's Ukrainska, I think is what it is, Pravda newspaper cited a Ukrainian intelligence source as saying Kiev considered the drone raid a success because a large fire broke out near the crude distillation units, which were the primary target. So they're claiming here great success on that strike. The Slavyansk Refinery, some 70 kilometers north of Krasnodar, processes around 4.5 million metric tons of crude per year, producing fuel mainly for exports, but also sells some gasoline on the domestic market. A Ukrainian intelligence source told Reuters on Sunday that long-range Ukrainian attack drones launched by the SBU Domestic Security Service had hit 12 Russian refineries during the war so far. So 12 refineries being hit. Okay. Moscow Mayor Sergei Sobyanin said there were no casualties or damage reported from the drone shot down over 3 districts near Moscow. So I guess all these drones in Moscow were shot down. No damage is reported. North of Moscow, 4 drones were destroyed over the Yaroslav region with no damage or injuries reported, Governor Mikhail Yerveryev said on Telegram. In the border region of Belgorod, an attack by 4 Ukrainian drones damaged electricity and gas lines in one village, said Governor Vyacheslav Gladkov. Man, there's some crazy names on here. Russia's defense ministry said Russian forces also shot down 12 rockets launched from Ukraine towards the Belgorod region on Sunday. So there we go. Yeah, 12 rockets were launched from Ukraine into Belgorod. And I've got some news and reports, too, that apparently like 8,000 vehicles were leaving Belgorod region here in just the last couple days. And I'm assuming a lot of this has to do with these rebel groups, these Russian rebel groups like the Russia Free Legion, or I think is their name, or Free Russia Legion. Some of these groups that are pro-Ukrainian, but they're Russians, that have been forcing border incursions into Russia. They were announcing in these regions like Belgorod and Kursk, telling these people to leave, the civilians that is, because they were going to be shelling the area to attack Russia. Okay, so I'm assuming that's why we had so many people leaving. As Russia was facing attacks from Ukraine, Kiev's military said on Sunday that Russian air attacks had damaged agricultural enterprises and destroyed several industrial buildings in the Black Sea port of Odessa overnight. All right, so I guess we had some attacks inside of Ukraine as well, okay, inside of Odessa. And we just had that attack. It was just, 3-4 days ago. There was a major missile attack inside of Odessa that's in Ukraine. And there was like 20 people that were killed. So it was a very terrible attack. And also we almost had that. There was I forgot which president it was. There was a president from a European country that was meeting with Vladimir Zelensky in Odessa, and their motorcade almost got hit by a missile as well that landed about somewhere between 300 and 900 meters away from their motorcade inside of Odessa. So Odessa's really been getting hit a lot lately by missile attacks from Russia. From Russia. So let me know what you think down below. Comment your thoughts here, but I don't think this is over. I think we're going to be seeing more attacks here coming from Ukraine. They're getting a lot of drones right now, okay? And they're just going to be launching these like crazy, continuing to attack these oil refineries here. I don't think this is going to be over anytime soon. But I do think we're going to see Russia picking up their attacks here inside of Ukraine in the next week, especially once, Vladimir Putin is resumed as president here in Russia for another 6 years. So expect that to pick up here. It's going to be getting crazy over here in Russia very soon. And Ukraine. So again, let me know what you think down below. Comment your thoughts. And if you got something out of this video, please smash the like button. And also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, I hope you all have a great day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Everybody take care and God bless. We'll see you in the next one.